and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZ. And let's jump into today's episode. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning, afternoon, evening.
Good. What's up?
You gotta switch to what's up. How's life? What's going on, Z?
I'm so depressed.
Oh my God. Z, do you understand that words have power? Like,
Okay.
You don't understand that or no?
Today is I'm usually good, but today I'm just a little.
Are you usually good? Okay.
But I'm good though.
So much cap, and you're wearing a cap.
As I'm walking here, I'm just noticing how empty the stores are. Like, it's so much in the stores, but they are empty.
Yeah, I think it's just the location though too. Because like I said, did I say this before already? Like, King of Prussia was busy, it's packed, it's crowded. But I think number one, there's no parking downtown. Everybody's afraid to get a ticket and don't want to pay the meter. So, I think that has a lot to do with it as well. But also the times.
Right. I mean, when I did go to King of Prussia, it was busy and it was a Sunday.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Maybe
it was a Sunday when
maybe
I
could just be over.
True, and we're always here on Mondays, so maybe Monday, and we be here on Monday morning. Who is shopping on a Monday morning? So it could be just the times we come here too.
Yeah, even the studio be slow. Remember that one Monday, I'm like, this is a busy Monday.
Yeah. So I think it's just.
I seen a lot of cute stuff in the windows though. So I wonder what they're doing wrong.
Clothes is clothes though. I think people might even be tired of buying clothes. Do you think people are tired? I think there's been so much. Oh, buy this. This is trending. This is new. This is hot. You need this. That people are starting to get exhausted with, oh my God, gotta get the latest thing. Gotta get the new thing.
Yeah.
Eventually people are just going to rebel and just wear what they have.
Yeah. I seen somebody say, if social media didn't exist, would you still dress the same? Like, would you still dress like with all the latest trends and stuff?
Well, for me, I would dress the same because I don't do all the latest trend stuff.
Just buy what you like.
I personally just buy what I like, but I think for most people, maybe they would dress differently. Like I said in one of the last episodes, like people want to wear what other people are wearing down to they follow the link to their exact outfit and buy the exact same thing. That's crazy to me. I would never do that.
Really?
Never.
Like, if you really like an outfit, you wouldn't?
I never click on anybody's outfit like, oh, I see them wearing that outfit. I want to wear the exact same outfit the exact same way. That's psychotic to me.
Yeah. I see it a lot.
Yeah.
I'll see somebody.
It's popular.
Yeah, I'll see an Instagram girl do an outfit and then, like, you'll see somebody tagging them in the outfit and they be, like, inspired by such and such. And then it never hit the same. It's the person that does the outfit. But when it's copied, it'd be like, nah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was, I started reading one of the fashion books I was talking about. Did you read it, the one that you mentioned? No?
I didn't buy it yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna buy it right now.
So outside of the book that I was reading, this audio book I downloaded called, what is it called? The Dress Code? It's called Dress Code by Veronica, or is it Veronique? Because it's Veronique Highland. So maybe that's Veronique. It says Dress Code, Unlocking Fashion from the New Look to Millennial Pink. So I was listening to this book and it talked about something called Premium-Mediocre and Masstige, which is basically, masstige is a mix between the mass consumption of prestige clothing, or what they view as prestige, and then Premium-Mediocre is basically the same thing. It's like you want that premium feel, but you're still mixing it with mediocre products. I'm going to play a clip from the audio.
A hallmark of anything premium-mediocre is that it has a patina of exclusivity while still being relatively accessible. In fashion terms, that might mean a baseball cap with a designer logo on it, or inexpensive luxury cashmere. Rao calls the premium-mediocre purchase an inferior good in the guise of a Veblen good. The former being something customers usually trade up from when their income increases, like instant noodles, and the latter, named for you-know-who, something whose customer demand rises along with the price, like a luxury watch. It's something meant to be flaunted on Instagram, a way to show that you are part of a select few. Premium-Mediocre is ultimately a rational, adaptive response to the challenge of scoring a middle-class life lottery ticket in the new economy, Rao wrote. An economic and cultural rearguard action by young people launched into life from the old middle class, but not quite equipped to stay there, and trying to engineer a face-saving soft landing somewhere.
So that was just a clip where they're talking about premium-mediocre, and it just goes into what that even means. So it's like wearing Louis Vuitton, like a Louis Vuitton bag while getting on a Spirit flight. Or like they say, like wearing a baseball cap but with a designer logo on it, or pairing a Gucci bag with a Fashion Nova outfit. So mixing prestige or luxury items with fast fashion.
Which is done a lot. I don't see.
It's done a lot, but they're saying like this is a fairly new thing. Like this was not the trend before possibly TV, radio, media, Instagram. Like people who wore luxury brands wore all luxury brands. And people who could not afford luxury brands were all fast fashion or mediocre everyday blue collar items. And now with the height of fashion and media and picture fame and Instagram and you know all of the platforms, now people mix products so they can have a bit of that prestige recognition with those luxury brands while also pairing it with the lower priced items that they can afford.
As long as your bag and your shoes like your outfit can really be anything. Your outfit can be cheap as long as your outfit look cute, and then your bag and your shoes is expensive and it match the outfit. That's how
you feel.
That's how the world is dressing right now.
That's not the world. No, America maybe.
America.
The world. I wouldn't say the world.
Gen Z.
Gen Z and millennials, I think, are doing that. But the older generations, I think, are
not in this conversation.
No, they started the luxury brands. They started the prestige. They started dressing with the all branded items. And some women, especially, only do that in their 40s, 50s, 60s. They only wear luxury brands. Even their t-shirt is by Chanel or Louis Vuitton or whatever. But they usually have those pieces. They take care of them. They get their clothes dry cleaned. They have a limited closet of just staple pieces that they can wear in different ways. I think they're more classy and more thoughtful even about the environment because of the way they style their luxury pieces versus the younger generations. It's like throw it away after you wear it 3 times. So it's very frivolous.
They just needed to look cool.
They just needed to look cool for the moment,
for
the day or the year, and then by next year you're throwing all that stuff away or giving it to Goodwill or whatever, but not wearing it again. And not keeping it. But also, it's like you can't even wear it because it was so cheap that it'll disintegrate in the washing machine.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever tried to wash something from Fashion Nova 3 times?
Oh, yeah.
It's not the same. It's completely different quality.
I thought you was talking about the luxury stuff they throw away.
No.
Oh, okay.
That would be psychotic. I don't know if people are doing that. But I'm talking about the fast fashion stuff. You almost have to throw it away because the quality doesn't stand the test of time.
Some luxury items kind of turned into like fast fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's these sneakers. They're like $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, everybody was wearing them. They were so easy to get. And then now, like, nobody likes them. So people spent like $1,000 on these luxury sneakers, but they're not even in style no more. So luxury, I don't know. It was something else too. It was some other design that turned into fast fashion, but it was still like luxury. It was still
Which
luxury.
one?
It was like bags. You turn my mic down. It was bags. I think it was a Dior bag, I think. The blue Dior bag. The big tote Dior bag.
Mm-hmm.
That went out fast. That sold out fast. I mean, that went out of style fast. It was a couple.
Okay. So speaking of the Mastige or Premium-Mediocre, there are also brands that don't want that. They don't want you to pair their items with lower end pieces.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I don't know if you know, but Abercrombie and Fitch, I never necessarily looked at them as a luxury brand.
Really?
Yeah. It seemed very everyday type wear, like a uniform.
Oh.
It looked like a uniform to me. When it was popular, I'm like, this is just uniform clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like a collared shirt with some khaki pants. Like, what is special about this brand? I never got it, really. But I was bringing it up to say there was a time where Abercrombie and Fitch
That was our luxury
paid. That
brand.
was your luxury brand?
That was our luxury brand when we was kids.
I guess
When I was a kid.
I mean, we're only like 3 years apart. I don't understand. But whatchamacallit, they paid Mike the Situation on Jersey Shore to not wear their brand.
Mm-hmm.
$10K plus possibly to stop wearing it, because
he stopped wearing it.
And he stopped wearing it. Not only did he stop wearing it, but he came out with a statement defending the brand.
Mm.
But I guess because he was paid,
Right.
so
yeah,
because he must took the money.
Yeah. What was the statement?
He said, I can understand them not wanting to be associated with the type of behavior we represent on Jersey Shore.
Right.
So, okay, yes, I could understand that too. However, it's insulting to be paid not to wear something.
Mm-hmm.
Why not say that as well?
How did people even find out? Why did they even share that?
I don't know how people found out. I mean, people got ways.
Yeah.
But the owner, the CEO, I forget his name, Mike something. He also was very vocal.
Yeah.
During his time as CEO. I think he left in 2014.
Mm.
But he also was very vocal at the time about who he wanted wearing and not wearing the brand.
Yeah. I remember that when we was younger.
Yeah.
And they made us boycott. We was like, they was like, we can't wear Abercrombie and Fitch no more because he did an interview or something. He's vocal.
What?
And that's when we stopped. We stopped wearing Hollister.
So what age were you wearing
Hollister, Abercrombie, and Aeropostale?
Yeah. So, but number one, why all those three? Because they're not associated with each other, right? I mean, they just have a very similar look.
That was our luxury brands when we was kids. Like, we dreamed of. Abercrombie was the top one.
Mm-hmm.
Abercrombie jacket. Remember the Abercrombie jackets, the puffers?
No.
Oh my god!
I was not into Abercrombie.
I might go to Abercrombie website
and look for a puffer
and like just see what they up to.
I felt like, now mind you, I grew up watching all the white movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was not allowed to watch Blackbusters or like the movies that showed gun violence or like anything like that.
Yeah.
So I grew up watching Clueless and like The Nanny and Sabrina the Teenage Witch and like just like the white shows.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of more shows that I used to watch, but like, what's the girl Hilary Duff? What was she on? Lizzie
McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire, Degrassi, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you would think that I would have been into that type of clothing.
Yeah.
But I just always associated it with what like was popular with white kids. So to hear that you thought it was like popular to wear, it's just like in Philly, in West Philly, Hollister and Abercrombie and Fitch.
Wait, no.
Oh, you went to school in Upper Darby.
Yeah, that's the white kid.
Maybe that's why, because you went to school outside of the city.
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah.
No.
What high school did you go to?
I went to middle school in the county.
Okay.
And I got kicked out.
Okay.
And went to
because your personality was still West Philly. That's why.
Then I went to West Philly.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because I'm like,
yeah, I think that I was supposed to be in West Philly and I didn't fit in with the Upper Darby people.
Okay. Yeah, so I always, number one, I went to Catholic school my whole elementary and high school, my whole education up into college. So the Abercrombie and Fitch look was very collared shirts and khaki pants.
Right.
So it looked like a uniform to me. So I'm like, also, why is this cool? You're just wearing your uniform outside of school.
Yeah, but also in West Philly, we all got uniforms. In the county, they didn't really have uniforms. All they had to wear was khakis.
Okay.
Tan khakis, black, blue. Like it had to be khaki pants.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter what color. Had to be khaki, and then you had to wear a collared shirt, a button down, or a polo.
Okay.
So Abercrombie and Fitch was like the updated uniform.
Yeah. Okay.
So
all right. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So if you wore that to school, and that's how all the county schools were.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like you gotta like you have a uniform shirt with the school logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to dress. And so in a way, it wasn't really a uniform.
Right.
Like they could dress down, but
but it gave uniform vibes.
Yeah, professional.
So that makes sense.
So you wore that to school. You got that ish on.
You got that ish on. Abercrombie actually has a lot of drama associated with them, which I did not know. Because after we were talking about, or after I was looking up the Prestige or Premium-Mediocre and that whole Mike the Situation, I was like, well, what else did Abercrombie and Fitch get into? So it says they have several.
They was in a lot of stuff.
They had discriminatory hiring practices. So in 2003, they faced criticism for its alleged discriminatory hiring practices. The company was accused of favoring attractive, predominantly white individuals in their hiring process, leading to several lawsuits.
Wow.
Yeah, they also had a marketing controversy because their marketing read very sexual and provocative. However, their target customer was teenagers and young adults.
Mm-hmm.
Size controversy in 2006. So the CEO was quoted saying the brand was only interested in catering to cool, good-looking people.
Oh my God.
And I guess that meant they can't go over a size 10.
Now they have big plus size.
Now they have plus sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they have a new CEO too. This CEO at the time was Mike Jeffries. That was his name. They also had this anti-Asian controversy. This was in 2002.
I actually remember the walk shirt with
Wong.
Not that one. It's one that said walk something. I actually remember that shirt.
Really interesting. They came out with a shirt that said laundry service on the back, or laundry dry cleaning services on the back, and on the front it said two Wongs don't make a right, which is crazy. And then like caricatures of Asian people in there. And the CEO came out saying like, oh, we're just making fun. We make fun of everybody, black people, young people, old people. We just make fun of everybody. It's not discriminating. We're just poking fun at a little bit of everybody. We even make fun of me. It's fine. Like, no, but you don't. You actually don't. So that was crazy. But overall, they say a lot of the statements that the CEO at the time made was just controversial.
Right.
His statements, which suggested that Abercrombie and Fitch was only interested in cool demographic, were widely criticized, and the brand faced backlash for promoting elitism and exclusivism. So I thought that was kind of weird because most luxury brands promote elitism and exclusivism, but I think for the Abercrombie and Fitch brand, people didn't like it because it's promoting that to kids, to young adults, and the two don't mix.
Right.
When Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Versace do it, it's fine. Those are for adults 50 plus who are probably in exclusive groups and rooms and businesses. But when you're promoting it to teenagers,
Right.
it gives like the ick
Yeah.
effect, because that's not what we want people to grow up to be, yet it is also what people grow up to be. Like, that's literally it.
But I didn't think the pictures was too bad. I think that jean companies always do their jeans with no top.
For the boys. They didn't show, in the thing you looked up, they didn't show the girl advertisements. Yeah, I think there were other pictures where it was like the girls looking maybe sexual in some type of way. I didn't
But
look up the photos, but it said that there were a lot of them, and which is why they had a lot of controversy
Right.
about that.
But it gave like the lifeguard on the movies, the white movies. That's what the teens look like.
Yeah.
Anyways, the
Yeah.
beach, the lifeguard, I don't know. You know, when they running and they.
Yeah, that's what it gave.
So I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't see why black kids in Philly would want that look. We were never lifeguards.
I really think it came from the county schools, and it just branched off into Philly.
It probably every city everywhere. So when they first came out, they originally were founded in 1892 by David T. Abercrombie as an outdoor and sporting goods store in Manhattan. So it primarily catered to hunting, fishing, and outdoor enthusiasts, offering high quality gear and apparel for these activities. The turning point for the brand's popularity came in 1900 with Ezra Fitch, a successful lawyer and Abercrombie's longtime customer, became a partner in the business, which is how the name was changed to Abercrombie and Fitch versus just Abercrombie.
Yeah, that's what we used to be like. Like, say if you just had an Abercrombie shirt, like it was cool. But if you had an Abercrombie and Fitch shirt, like if it said and Fitch,
but it had to.
No. It was some shirts that just said Abercrombie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Then there was some shirts that said Fitch. So like if you didn't have the Fitch, I mean if you had the Fitch, it just was like better. Like you had like a higher status.
Really? That's interesting. So it says quality and expertise they became known for with the sporting goods and outdoor stuff, the association with adventure, iconic catalogs. They were known for catalogs which featured illustrations and descriptions of outdoor activities, and then celebrity endorsements. Over the years, the brand gained popularity through endorsements by prominent figures, including explorers, athletes, and celebrities. So that contributed to their success. And then in the late 20th century and 21st century, they underwent significant changes in its branding and marketing strategy, where they transitioned from sporting goods to a fashion-focused retailer for the younger demographic. So the introduction of casual and trendy clothing, along with provocative marketing campaigns, helped the brand appeal to a new generation of consumers, particularly teenagers and young adults. So the use of attractive models and distinctive store atmosphere actually made it more popular. And then everything took a turn for the worse when they started to discriminate against people, overly do the provocative stuff, and then exclude people from what once was just a sporting wear company. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
a lot to go on with that brand. And then it says like when they started going downhill, it was because of all of the controversy.
Yeah.
So the constant backlash, as I read before, it was 2002, 2003, 2006, 2012. The constant backlash, people over the years just was like, oh, I'm not going back. And then when they start to go back to the store, another controversy.
Right.
And then they start going back to school, another controversy.
Yeah.
So it really just took a lot of hits.
I remember in King of Prussia when like Abercrombie got so big. I remember it was Abercrombie and Hollister. And I remember like we used to go there after school, or we used to go like after Christmas, the day after Christmas. And it was always fights in the stores.
Really?
Yeah. Or like, yeah, I remember it was fights in both the Hollister and the Abercrombie store. And that's probably, remember the Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
That's probably why they didn't want people to be associated with it.
Yeah.
Because it was attracting
the wrong crowd.
Yeah. These riots. And I remember.
Yeah.
Triggering. This is triggering.
Is it triggering though?
It's triggering my childhood.
Child.
It is.
I think same thing too. Like it seems similar to the things in our luxury series when we're talking about the things that make a brand popular.
Yeah.
As far as like celebrity endorsements and all these other things trying to be associated with this elitism, at the same time not wanting certain people to be a part of it either. So trying to exclude people.
That's deep. Not wanting certain people to be a part of your brand.
Yeah.
It's deep because you can't discriminate. But
what do you mean? Because they, again, like you said, like the Jersey Shore situation kind of comes up because if Jersey Shore for sure at the time was known for fights, and bar fights and you know that kind of wild activity, and then all of a sudden people in the stores are fighting over the shirts. Well, it could be because of the association with the type of people that's wearing your clothes. Oh, so we should be wearing Abercrombie and Fitch too. So sometimes representation does matter,
right?
Because your customer gets the same behavior.
And then remember in that Birkin episode, we was talking about how it's like high end celebrities that wear the bag, and like that's associated with it, so it make other people want it more because that high end person had it,
right?
So,
but then
it's hard.
How can you be high end and cater to teenagers? That's what I'm saying. The brand don't make sense. I don't think they really thought this through.
High end teenagers, them spoiled little brats,
right? But then, like, okay, if it's gonna be on teenagers, clearly they're kids.
I wish the kids would dress like that again,
like Abercrombie.
Yeah, instead of being 13
some
years
kids
old.
Do.
13 years old, you gotta go to school with Rick Owens.
I don't know. I feel like my nieces dress very cute. I feel like they dress very. They don't dress hood for sure. They don't wear. They don't wear tight. They dress like they got a fashion sense. Okay. And I feel like most people, young adults do, young teenagers do. I mean, now there's so many different resources for where you see style to create your own look, from TikTok to Instagram to YouTube shorts and all these things. I feel like kids nowadays have individual looks, which is not so much like copy and paste for everybody, which I enjoy.
I think otherwise.
You think otherwise? They look like copy and paste?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm seeing them dressing hood and dressing copy and paste.
Yeah, I think it's your environment.
Yeah.
We're in like two different environments. So maybe that's what it is. Same thing like when we were in high school, like when we were young. So yeah, I think we see two different audiences. But a little bit exists everywhere you go.
Yeah. American Eagle too. Remember? Oh my God, those are stores. American Eagle, Aeropostale, Hollister, Abercrombie and Fitch. You had to have the Fitch.
Yeah.
Remember that video of Quilly? You know who Quilly Mills is?
Yeah, no. Somebody from Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Oh, no. It's a girl who followed me, and her Instagram name is Quilly Mills.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know who you're talking about then.
Okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I'll send it to you. It's just this funny video of him saying, It's not even Aeropostale. This the Abercrombie and Fitch. He was showing off his jeans.
Last thing on Abercrombie and Fitch. So it says one of the things that attributed to their downfall was fashion trends. So the brand's image was closely associated with specific aesthetic and lifestyle, and they failed to transition when the times transitioned. They never became more diverse. They never became more inclusive, and they never moved away from the preppy and logo-centric styles that were popular in the early 2000s. So it impacted the brand's relevance.
Okay. But they're still in malls, so.
They are, but do we know if they're paying their bills? I mean, I think their lack of being able to transition with the times is really the downfall. They still look like they're selling the same exact thing from when we were younger.
Yeah.
The stores look the same. The clothes look the same. What is the point? They need a revamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they revamping.
Yeah. How can you bring this into your brand?
Shoot.
I mean, I think the recognition of one changing with the times is very important.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the things that I don't like about the Chanel brand is the tweed quarter length jackets and skirts that I feel like, can we get out of the 1940s, please? I feel the same exact way.
They took a break, but now they coming back. They're coming to the boutiques.
Yeah, they're trying.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
But I think the recognition that you do need to change with the times is very important. Another thing about them not including diversity, even down to your staff, that could also be why you're not changing with the times. You don't have enough people that are different than you on your team.
Yeah.
So you're seeing all the same people that like all the same things, that do all the same things, and you don't realize that other people exist.
Yeah.
That's also a bad business plan.
Yeah. Because at first when you start your brand, I could see it like, oh, this is for us. But you can't help who likes it.
Right.
So
you can't help who likes it. And if you see that more people like it that maybe are outside of what you thought was your target demographic, maybe change your target demographic. Like the Stanley Cup. Yeah. The Stanley Cup was for industry mechanics who worked in warehouses all day, who needed a big mug or whatever to hold their soup in. It wasn't even for coffee or tea, or water. It was to keep your soup warm. So if you couldn't move off the line to work your machine, you still had warm soup. Or maybe a warm drink or whatever, but it was for that industry of blue collar working men. Yeah. And their change and transition to women. Yeah. Boom. $1 billion industry. Yeah. Within the past, 5 years? Yeah. Now to people are literally fighting in Target over this cup. Yes. So maybe if you see that another possible Target customer is emerging, see what happens if you cater to them.
Everybody is a Target customer.
I mean, yeah, but no. But okay.
Why? I would target to everybody.
No, that's a losing plan.
Why?
Because you're not Walmart. You can't target everyone because then no one will want it. You have to have a specific target. Because Stanley isn't targeting mothers or grandmothers or whatever. They're targeting young women who probably go to Starbucks, who love drinking coffee, who wear loungewear, and have a minimum workout plan. Like they have a target customer, even within that target, you know? And it trickles down. Because now even girls in high school, now my niece is like, can I get a Stanley Cup? No, you cannot.
Why?
Exactly.
Why can't they?
Because why? How much is it? For what?
Ain't it $30?
Get it from Five Below. They got a copy.
Oh my God.
But I'm just saying, your target customer may trickle down to other people, but you still should have a target. But if you see that somebody outside of your target is becoming your target, figure out if that can be a move for you. And I think Abercrombie and Fitch just never moved left or right in any type of way.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this little clip is actually recorded after what we recorded it for our full episode, but I wanted to make sure we added this clip in because there seems to have been a lot of movement from the Abercrombie and Fitch company in the past year, which I wasn't necessarily aware of until I started seeing it pop up everywhere. So I wanted to make sure we kind of talked about it. One thing, the video that you sent me, did you send that to me before I heard the podcast? I think you did.
Yeah.
So what made you see this Abercrombie and Fitch update?
I think I seen people talking about it on Instagram. I just started doing research and we already talked about it. But it was actually on the news. So if you know, so it's on the news, it's important.
So basically what that clip was talking about was how Abercrombie and Fitch is making a comeback in the past year. And it turns out they actually went TikTok viral over some jeans.
Oh, okay.
So people started posting about these jeans that everybody was kind of having a good experience with as far as the fit. So because people kept talking about it on TikTok, other people started to buy the TikTok viral Abercrombie and Fitch jeans, which kind of gave a boost to their brand. Now, they had already said they were trying to come into the 20,000s, whatever. Like they were trying to rebrand. They were trying to get back into the current zeitgeist of fashion. So one thing they did was try to hire new marketing, get on more socials, and update their look. Which is one thing we talked about in the episode is that their look was still very much early 2000s, what we had known them for, and they had never really progressed. So it turns out they have.
Yeah.
So now what they sell outside of just the collared polos and the denim is casual work outfits, apparently. So
Okay.
the type
That's
of
what
Mhm.
that's what I remember I said it was casual enough for us to wear it to school.
Back then or now?
Back then.
Uh,
They always had casual clothes. So is it like updated work outfits? Cause
it's update. It's like for adults,
oh, okay.
like work outfits, not school outfits. So and they said they also have a prominent collection of wedding guest dresses.
Oh wow. That's
So
interesting.
I thought that was really interesting because they're like, oh, well, we're who we go. We are the company they go to get their perfect outfit to be a wedding dress, a wedding guest. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they rebranded themselves before. This is like the fourth rebrand probably. I think they started off selling fish gear.
Yeah, hunting.
Yeah.
Hunting.
Hunting gear. And then they turned into the polos and
No, so actually they went from, and this is what I just saw too when I watched this video. They went from the hunting gear to type of a military gear style.
yeah.
And the in the 1890s, then to the 1950s, then the 1990s was when they started promoting to teenagers in this kind of new fresh look. What kind of carried all through the early 2000s until all of the things started to spiral with the backlash from their past, I believe.
Yeah.
So the new CEO, her name is Fran Horowitz. She's been speaking a lot on the progression of the company. She spoke about how they're really leaning into TikTok, number one. How they're leaning into adult millennials. So basically they're saying the people who bought the majority of their stuff in the early 2000s, they're all adults going to work now. They're
Okay.
going to weddings.
Okay. I can see it.
Yeah, they're probably getting married. They're going to weddings. They have corporate jobs. So now their store has progressed into growing up with the people who were their fan base back then, which I thought was very cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's smart of them.
Yeah. Are they still gonna do the teenage?
Yeah, they still.
Okay, that's good because I'm happy if they do that. Then I'm happy because now teenagers feel like they gotta wear $1,000 shoes and
Yeah.
$1,000 shirts, but back then Abercrombie was our luxury. So
Right.
I think it'll bring the kids back to reality.
Yeah. So I think their sister company, which is Hollister, I
Oh,
think
okay.
they'll be more focused on the teenagers. But I think Abercrombie and Fitch has tried to transition more into the adults. They still have their vibe, but I think just like you said, how teenagers want to dress like adults,
Yeah.
by shopping at Abercrombie and Fitch right now, that's what they're getting. It's like the teenagers who are dressing as adults.
Okay. I'm
And
here for
they're
it.
dressing for adults too.
I'm here for it. I think it'll definitely make a mark in like the problems that we have with, this society and dressing, the fast fashion, all of our fashion problems.
You think Abercrombie and Fitch will make a mark?
Yeah, I think this is the start of something new.
Oh, another thing I wanted to point out that she said, which I feel like was very key, she said it in like two of the different interviews I watched. She said, yeah, now we have a very diverse staff.
Mm.
She said we have diverse models,
Hmm.
and we've expanded our size range and our age range of the people we serve.
Yeah, I seen that when I went to the website. They definitely did all of that.
But I think that was very important for her to say and for people to hear, because that's
Yes.
the big problem with
Hmm.
the past, and with
Yeah.
the problem that people had with the brand is there was no diverse models, there was no diverse staff. In fact, they got sued by people who had applied there that they discriminated against, and those
Yeah.
won the lawsuit. So it was proven all to be true. So for her to say that and mention that, I think is strategic in saying you can come back and shop with us now, because now we really are a well
Yeah.
company.
We're in better hands.
So do you feel like you would shop there now?
Yep, I already looked up some things online. I'd seen a few casual pants and polos that I want to get so I can dress more professional.
Yeah. One of
Also, the nearest Abercrombie and Fitch store is in Cherry Hill. It's not even in King of Prussia anymore.
Really? No, I didn't know that.
So hopefully they're back in the malls, and
hmm
when they're back in the malls, I definitely see it being crowded.
Yeah. They said they're well, she did mention that they're making an effort to open more stores. She
Okay.
mentioned a new location in New York and some other cities, and so I think they are making an effort now with the boost in sales to open some doors back up. And I did want to mention the collaboration that Brandeis has with Abercrombie and Fitch through her company Harlem Fashion Row. I believe is to connect them with Black designers to put their collections or feature specialty collections in their store. Like the way Target has partnered with specific designers, they're trying to do with diverse designers as well. So I think that's another part of them trying to get back on track in
Mhm.
consumers' favor.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait to shop with them.
You
Let me,
gonna wait?
yeah,
Why?
because number one, I was never a huge Abercrombie and Fitch person, nor Hollister. Hollister was always too dark for me. Why don't y'all turn the lights on? I don't understand. Um, in store, I mean, but I I don't know. I feel like there are other brands that are more my style, number one, but also don't kind of have this history. So I'm going to stand by and keep
Okay.
my eye open. But I'm not running back to Abercrombie and Fitch so quickly.
Okay.
hmm
How do you feel about? I mean, you probably just answered it, but how do you feel about all the information that you learned?
I think it's good. I think it's companies listening to consumers,
Yeah.
because they could have just gone out of business. They could have just sold to a different company or just closed 3,000 stores. Instead, they decided to revamp their whole model.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's also like another reason why I'm going to keep my eye open to what they're doing and how they're doing it.
Yeah.
I think it's very smart of them. But I also think the people who are behind the scenes, who run the company, who believe in the company, are also like puppeteers. Like I think they have their hands guiding the future of the company. Their stock went up by like 200% between
Yeah, it did.
2019 or 2020 and now. Like, so I think
Mm-hmm.
it's smart to keep your eye on this company right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to get that quick update in since the streets is talking.
I'm feeling it. I'm excited. I might go buy my little sister some Abercrombie and Fitch polos to get over my childhood traumas.
Oh my god. Okay.
Not traumas, but like just for me to live in the past and be like happy.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me.
Did you go on the website at all?
Yep.
Did you like the jeans?
Nope. I don't like denim.
Okay. If
I
they come back as a jean company, that would be so smart because
They said it
we can't I don't know, the jean line is dying down. I haven't found good jeans in so long.
but they said they're going away from denim. They said they're trying to do less denim because people aren't buying denim as much as they used to. So
Okay.
she also mentioned that that's a reason why she thinks that they were failing too, is because they were sticking to a lot of denim products and people don't buy denim the way they used to. So she added
Okay.
cargo. They added cargo pants to their collection last year and they said that was one of their number one sellers.
Yeah, they was known for their cargos back then too. They had really good like khaki cargos, but the material was just perfect.
Mm-hmm. You see the
Yeah.
like business casual
Yeah, okay.
is the
That's
vibe.
smart.
Look, this is a different vibe.
Yeah, totally different vibe.
Totally different vibe. Interesting. And then black models with braids, you know?
Oh god.
I feel like they're trying to
You might be right about the puppet thing.
yeah. I mean they're trying to get you in the door.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll keep my eye open and see. But you know, if anybody say anything crazy, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna see. We're gonna keep our eye open and see. For the second time, count your blessings.
Before you count your money.
Bye.
Bye guys.